So here is all the ductwork. Let's see. I did during the tear out. Let's see if I can get this cardboard box out of the way. Get a whole shot. This is all of it here, and here's a quick look inside the unit, inside the ductwork. The customer was suffering from allergies, pretty bad, and I let her know that her ductwork was really old, and this is a 1978 installation here. And let me show you, we've got some dirt inside the ductwork, and I was showing it to the customer. Let's see, let's get it around in the light here so we can see it. Yeah, I forgot to be able to see it. See if I can get some light on it. Sorry guys. Let's see here. So it's supposed to be pretty yellow, and this is what we have. You can see it's just a layer. 30, let's see, 78, 88, 98, 2008, 16, so with 38 years of dust and dirt. It's down on this thing. And what we're going to do today, we're going to show how, even if the ductwork's good, the ductwork still may need to be replaced if you're having allergies, or if your family, your children or anything are having respiratory issues. So let's see. So we've got, you see, lots of dirt there, but that's what I'm sensitive to, and a lot of other people are sensitive to. But some people are also sensitive to this. That is mold right there, guys. This is black mold. And this is really people that are allergic to it. This is really bad. You can, if you're exposed to it long enough, you can develop a reaction to it, and where you didn't have a reaction before. It creates an autoimmune response after so long of an exposure in some individuals, and you can become very sensitive to it, to where you start to have serious symptoms, and you go to the hospital and nobody can figure it out. There's really no test that the hospitals or any of the doctors can do that when if you are suffering from symptoms like you're having a heart attack, or like you're going to pass out, or like you're having nausea or headache, or and they run all the tests, and all the tests prove fine, and they say, well, we don't know what's wrong with you. And you go back and you go back and you go back and you go back, and then you figure it out that when you turn your air conditioner off and you don't run your air conditioner unit, and you open the windows, you clear up in a couple days and get better. And then when you turn it on again, you start to have problems again, and that's when you know it's in the unit or it's in the ductwork, one of the two, and you most likely got mold and it's affecting you. So we're here, and we've got the whole ductwork line. We've already done the return, and so that was done earlier when we relocated the unit into the attic. That was in a previous video, you guys. You guys want to go back and look at that one. We moved a unit from the first level of the house, the entry level, to the attic. And so we did return then. So this is just all the supply here. And let's, as you can see here, we got some ductwork strewn all over the place here, but we've got what's left of our branches and our supply. We're running we'll get some footage back inside here when we get back up into the attic. So here's the attic. We've got takeoffs up here and some elbows. There's a drop. Let's see, we go back here. There's a drop there. There's another one there. Yeah. There. So we are up in this attic. We've got all the ductwork tore out, and we're going to do a couple things. I've already started one. I don't know if you could see the struts. The unit, this is the one on the video a while back when we made the support for the unit, but I went ahead and I didn't have a lot of time then. I went back and I did it right this time here, and this is gonna be a lot better long term as far as weight on the ceiling. We don't want to have too much weight here on the ceiling, because the whole area underneath has been opened up. It's really big. Opened up under there, so we don't have a lot of support. So I don't want any sagging over time. So we put some channel and some strut channel and some all thread, supporting the unit up. And the return we already did in hard metal brown when we moved the unit up here into the attic. So now what we have to do now is start running our duct, and so let's get to that now, guys. It's still pretty cool. It's probably about getting to about maybe 85 outside, so it's pretty nice and cool up here. I've got a fan, as you can hear, and we're going to start running the trunk first, and that'll be 14-inch. We'll just go square it around right off the unit, and we'll go 14-inch, two 14-inch trunks going into the square box. I'm gonna make the square box is gonna coming off the unit. It's gonna be 16 by 16 by 16, I think, length, width, and depth. So we're gonna tap in two 14s takeoffs into that, and we'll get shots of all that when we get done. Alright guys, let's get started. Alright guys, so here is the pan we've got under the unit, and here are the struts we added. And we've got, so we've taken the weight off of the table here and off of the ceiling joists, and that's what we were concerned about. We don't want any sagging over time, so there's the second one. So yeah. These are the blocks here that we're holding up the unit, and these are still good blocks. But so I'm about to finish up with my mastic here on the connections here. But let me back up. So here we are, and we've got our square 16 by 16 by 16 here. We still have to finish up the mastic on my tape on this side, but got started on the trunk line here. I just wanted to show you the squaring around I got. So this one's going to go the length all the way this way, and this one's going to go back down that way. So let's see. So we're down with 14 here, and we'll come down to 12 right here, and then we come down to a 10 there on the end. We've got a couple of our branch runs done right there. Right there. Right here. And this is all hard pipe. No flex here, guys. We're sealing every metal joint with mastic, and we're sealing all the tape with the mastic. Tape will never come off. So anyway, inside our squared around, here's our unit. Each little heat strips, and we got all the seams. All the seams. So yeah, let's get this mastic on this, and then we're gonna move on back down here. As soon as we finish up, we've got 3 more drops right here. As soon as we finish this up, then we're gonna start on our 14 going that way. Okay, we've got our duct together here. One of our takeoffs. What I'm doing is I'm just coming off the main with the takeoff with a damper on it. Inside, see, I got the damper. But I'm coming off in the direction of the drop, the register. And that way I don't have to add an elbow up here. I can just do a straight shot, straight pipe, and come down to an elbow and go right to the register. And the reason you can see what we've done before, here we are, straight takeoff, no elbow, and down to we've got probably a 45 right here, and there's no piping there. It just dumps right on top of the register and out. So there's a couple of reasons why. The main reason is there's less restriction for airflow. If we had a length of pipe on the top of that register boot, and let's say it was a straight pipe up to here, and then you had an elbow in, it would be a 90 degree, number one. It would restrict more airflow than a 45. And when the air is flowing through the pipe, when it hits an elbow, the piping after the elbow is real critical. The more pipe that you have after that elbow, the more that elbow is going to slow the flow down in that piece of pipe. So if that makes any sense, so what we do is we want to eliminate as much pipe as we have after our elbow. So we want to, number one, have the least amount of elbows in the run. Number two, we want to have the least amount of pipe after our elbow. And so it's just so it's a number of things that we're doing here to make our flow our ducting as least restrictive as possible to our flow. We want the highest amount of airflow that we can get. We want it to, and what we'll do, there's going to be restriction to flow because it's it's flowing through the duct. You know, so there's going to be a measurable amount, and we'll take the static pressure when we get done doing all the ducting and we turn the system on. We'll take a total static pressure of the duct and the system running, and we'll get a good idea of what that is. All right, let's keep on going. We've got right there, there. I can barely see here. Yeah, looks like right there. Yeah. Okay. But two more on this side, and then I think we're gonna go to the other side. So we'll start that trunk run. I'll get some footage on that trunk run. Try and paint this and hold this camera at the same time. Okay. We almost hit the floor. Yeah, we're back though. Yeah, we'll just do this all the way up here, and then we'll get our boot as well, where our boot attaches right there, and we'll get it all sealed up. And then after that, we'll put on the insulation, and we'll move on to the next one. All right. Return. We got the unit, we got the return here. Right there. Get a little break right there in the duct. If you look down in there, I'm going to try not to drop my phone here. But look at that, guys. How about that duct connect? See, you can pull that thing up, pull it off.
Where they decide
Oh, it's on the refrigerant line.
Yeah, it's where they decide to run the refrigerant line inside the return. It's kind of
yeah, inside the return, got the refrigerant line there.